Buying a used car with a continuously variable transmission? This video delivers 7 crucial tips before buying a used CVT car. Used CVTs can offer fuel savings, but they carry real risks of expensive repairs if you're not careful, especially with unknown histories or mileage. These essential tips will help you identify potential problems before you commit to buying. Let's get straight into tip number 1. Tip number 1 builds on basic CVT knowledge, but adds a used car layer. Understand how an older or potentially worn CVT might feel, and actively test for anomalies. While even new CVTs have a unique feel, that smooth acceleration where RPMs might hold steady, this can feel different or more pronounced in a used car. Go into the test drive knowing the basics, but be hyper-aware of sensations that deviate from smooth operation. Does the rubber band effect feel excessively sloppy? Is the engine drone louder or harsher than you'd expect, potentially indicating strain? Crucially, feel for any shuddering or vibration, especially under light acceleration or deceleration. This can be a classic sign of belt or pulley issues in a worn CVT. Pay attention during simulated shifts if the model has them. Are they smooth, or do they feel hesitant or clunky? Remember, you're not just assessing if you like the CVT feel, you're assessing the condition of this specific used transmission. Don't dismiss subtle inconsistencies. What might feel like a minor quirk could be an early warning sign of wear that wasn't present when the car was new. Be extra critical of the smoothness and noise levels compared to what you might expect from a newer example. Forget just going around the block. You need to put this used transmission through its paces to uncover hidden issues. Warm the car up properly first, as some problems only appear when the fluid is hot. Drive in stop-and-go traffic. Accelerate moderately. Accelerate hard safely, of course, and cruise at highway speeds. Listen intently during all phases. Is there any whining noise that increases with engine speed? That's a potential warning sign. Any humming, grinding, or buzzing? Bad news. Feel carefully for any hesitation when accelerating from a stop, or any sense of slipping where the engine revs up, but the car doesn't gain speed proportionally. Test it on hills, both climbing and descending using engine braking if possible. Shift between drive, reverse, and park multiple times. Listen and feel for any clunks, delays, or harsh engagement. Remember, the previous owner's driving style and maintenance habits directly impact the used CVT's health. Your test drive isn't just about seeing if you like the car. It's your first, best chance to diagnose potential multi-thousand-dollar problems before they become yours. Tip number 3 requires dedicated homework before you even test drive. Perform a deep dive into the reliability history for the specific model, year, and typical mileage range you're considering. While general CVT reliability varies by brand, this becomes hyper-focused with used cars. You need to know the common failure points for that particular CVT unit as it ages. Research online forums for owners of the exact same model and year range. What issues are commonly reported at 60,000 miles, 100,000 miles, 150,000 miles? Are there known issues with specific sensors, the valve body, belt stretching, or catastrophic failure? Look for technical service bulletins. Manufacturers often issue these for known problems that aren't full recalls. Check reliability ratings focusing specifically on transmission issues for older model years. Some CVTs might be generally reliable for the first 80,000 miles, but develop common expensive problems after that milestone. Knowing these patterns helps you assess the risk associated with the specific mileage of the car you're looking at. It also informs what specific things your mechanic should check during the pre-purchase inspection. Don't assume all used CVTs from a good brand are safe. Investigate the track record for that exact vintage. Tip number 4 is arguably the most critical for a used CVT. Demand maintenance records, paying extremely close attention to CVT fluid change history. This is non-negotiable. As we mentioned before, CVTs require specific, often expensive fluid changed at regular intervals. Neglecting this is a primary killer of CVTs. When buying used, you need proof this was done correctly and on time. Ask the seller directly for all service records. Scrutinize them specifically for CVT fluid changes. Does the documentation show the correct type of fluid was used, usually specific to the manufacturer? If the seller has no records, or the records are incomplete regarding transmission service, consider that a major red flag. Catching up on neglected maintenance can be costly, and damage from running on old or incorrect fluid may already be irreversible, even if not immediately apparent. A car with a verifiable history of proper CVT maintenance is significantly less risky than one with an unknown past. Be prepared to walk away if proof of proper care is missing. The potential future repair costs are just too high to gamble on. Tip number 5 deals with protecting yourself financially. Scrutinize any remaining warranty, understand as-is risks, and seriously consider aftermarket warranty options. Most used cars, especially older ones, will be outside their original factory powertrain warranty. Verify this definitively. If some factory warranty does remain, perhaps on a newer used model or CPO, understand exactly what's covered and for how long. Many used cars are sold as is, meaning the seller provides no warranty, and you assume all responsibility for repairs after the sale. Given the high potential cost of CVT replacement, often $4,000 to $8,000 or more, buying as is carries significant risk. If buying from a dealer, investigate certified pre-owned options, as these usually include an extended manufacturer-backed powertrain warranty, offering valuable protection. If buying as is or from a private seller, strongly consider purchasing a reputable aftermarket extended warranty or vehicle service contract. Critically, ensure the specific contract you're considering explicitly covers the continuously variable transmission and associated components, and check reviews for the warranty provider's claimed payment history. The cost of a good warranty might seem high up front, but it can be a financial lifesaver if that used CVT fails prematurely. Tip number 6 involves putting on your detective hat. Try to assess and factor in the likely driving style of the previous owner. While you can't know for sure, clues can help you gauge the potential stress placed on the used CVT. Was the car owned by a family likely using it for commuting and errands, or does it show signs of potentially harder use? Look for modifications that suggest aggressive driving. Check if a tow hitch is installed. Was the car used for towing, potentially exceeding the CVT's comfortable limits and causing premature wear? CVTs generally last longer under gentle, consistent use. A transmission that has endured frequent hard acceleration, towing, or aggressive driving is statistically more likely to develop problems sooner. Choose a vehicle that seems well cared for and likely driven appropriately for its design. Finally, tip number 7 is the absolute golden rule for buying any used car, but doubly so for one with a CVT. Getting a thorough, independent pre-purchase inspection, or PPI, is completely non-negotiable. Do not skip this step ever. Before any money changes hands, take the car to a trusted independent mechanic whom you choose and pay. Crucially, inform the mechanic that the car has a CVT and that you want them to pay special attention to its condition. Ask them to listen for specific CVT noises, like whines, hums. Check for any stored transmission trouble codes in the car's computer. Inspect for leaks around the transmission casing and axles, and if possible, check the condition and level of the CVT fluid. They should also assess the overall condition of the car, of course, but emphasize your concern about the transmission. A good mechanic familiar with the potential issues of CVTs in that particular brand or model can often spot subtle warning signs you'd miss. The cost of a PPI, typically $100 to $250, is minuscule compared to the potential cost of replacing a failed CVT. It's the best money you can spend when buying a used CVT car, offering peace of mind or potentially saving you from a disastrous purchase. If the seller refuses to allow a PPI, walk away immediately. Following these steps won't guarantee a problem-free experience, but it dramatically reduces your risk of buying a used CVT car with pre-existing or imminent expensive problems. Knowledge and inspection are your best defenses. Have you bought a used CVT car? What was your experience? Any extra tips for fellow buyers? Share your stories and advice in the comments below. Let's build a helpful community resource. If this video helped you navigate the used CVT market, please hit that thumbs up, subscribe for more practical car buying guides, and ring the notification bell. Thanks for watching. Shop smart, drive safe, and we'll catch you in the next video.